Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is January 19th, 2023. It is a Thursday. You know what that means. Monster Strike news. Let's get going. There's actually not that much to go over. The majority of it was focused on, unsurprisingly, the current collab with the Gundam series. It is, of course, active right now. If you're like me and you're still trying to finish the cooking thing, I decided I would just try and finish to get the connect scroll. I did that. Also finished the hawk along the way. It wasn't that bad once you get all the food items. So since it wasn't that bad, it was just like, all right, I'll just use a cookie to finish off. And well, was able to finish it. All the other items, who cares? They did announce the new missions for the collab. Actually, I was surprised. I was very much expecting it to relate to the new quest that we will talk about in a second. But they are actually just referring to existing, or on the blue side, it's referring to existing quests. You need to clear Hamankarn's and Kubilay's quest, the current Insidious quest, with at least one non-gacha Gundam Collab monster in your party. You do that, you will clear the blue missions, and then on the red side, you need to clear any Gozetsu difficulty quest, that is the highest one, with at least a Char Aznable and Zeong monster in your party. So unsurprisingly, that is going across all of the difficulties on the red side. I think that one wasn't that difficult to expect. These missions will be active starting the 20th of January noon Japan time. So if you are watching this live, just a little bit longer and you should be able to start finishing off whatever faction you picked up first. And remember, once you finish the entire faction, you can flip over to the other side and start making progress on that. Remember, any progress that you make only applies to the faction you are currently on. Even if you satisfied the missions on the other side, they will not count until it is your active faction. And like I was saying, they did announce a new Insidious quest. It will feature Char Aznable with Sazabi here. And that is going to be the Fire Chou Kyukyoku quest that we take on. This is a one-time clear quest, so all you need to do is clear it once. There will be a mission waiting for you to unlock this alternate form of Char Aznable and Sazabi. So once you unlock this, you can freely switch between the two forms anytime you want, or of course you can make sure you have two max lux of Char here and have them both available at all times. It is, of course, up to you. We also got the announcement of a new quest, Gion's, actually I don't know how to read the rest of that, I forgot. But basically it is just to get some in-game items and shouldn't be too difficult. But basically once a day you can host this quest and you'll be getting a special box that contains a various amount of rewards. There is a chance that that box could contain a super type scroll. Basically how it works is you can play it solo or you can host as a guest. Either way, you'll be getting one of two boxes. You can get the Zaku box on the left in green, or rarely you can get a Char box on the right, and that will be in red. Now, if you join as a guest, you'll be getting the box at the bottom, the Zeong box, and this one you can join as guest as many times as you want, but you are guaranteed to only get the Zeong box at the bottom. On top, that is what you get as a host, but again, you can only host this quest once per day. Make sure that that distinction is very clear for you. And here are the various rewards that you can get from the box. Again, the Zaku box on the left in green will give you either a Miracle Min, a Erobero Bell, a Waku Waku Min, or a Insta Transcend Char. It'll be one of those. Now, if you randomly get that rare box hit with Shah's box, you will get one of those 4 specific type scrolls. If you don't know what these are, whatever symbol is written on that scroll, that can be given to a monster to get them into a super type form of that type. So, you can only get balance types, give balance types the top left scroll to turn them into a super balance. You can only give the power type monsters the super power scroll, and so Now do keep in mind that these scrolls will have a time limit, sometime a little bit after the collab ends. So make sure you don't forget to use these. I suggest using it right away because I've seen people forget about it and then they come back later and say, hey, what happened to that scroll? It's like, you lost it because you didn't use it. So please make sure, do not forget to use these. These are pretty rare, but you have to make sure you understand which monsters would be best suited for them. And then of course, as a guest, you will be getting the Zeong box on the right, and you can see it either Dragon Gem, you know, Max P, or some Morling. I could use a Morling, so maybe it won't be too bad to join as a guest, but those are the box rewards you can get. And that is it for the Gundam collab news. We'll go into regular Monster Strike news here, and we've got, of course, Monster Strike Day coming up on the 20th. By the time you see this, it could already be Monster Strike Day already. Make sure you don't forget to pick up a Tokudama scroll for Tokudama for the Gundam collab. You can also pick up a Waku Waku Min and 5 Continue Mins. I usually leave that alone, don't need those. But if you have at least 3 or more lucky monsters, you can also pick up 2 Erebor bells along the way. We also got the announcement of a new impossible quest featuring Eins, and I believe Eins is 1 in German. We finished up the German numbers series for the Chozetsu quest. I forgot to pick the slide that showed when she's debuting. I believe it's next week on Friday. That's usually the case. Sorry about that. We also got the announcement of a Transcension Kai. It is Seishon Nagon. Let's see, Aegis told me on the Discord channel that I missplit the name. It is Seishon Nagon, not Seishon Nagon. My mistake for that. There we go. We've got Bounce, Demi-Hume, Super Speed. We've got Anti-Warp, Super Strike Shot Turn, Axel, Gauge Multiplier Retainment on the main. On the gauge, we've got Anti-Block and Dash. For the Connect skill, we've got Super Anti-Damage Wall and Weak Point Killer M. The requirements there is you need 2 or more non-speed types or 2 or more non-Demi-Hume classes in your party. Strike Shot is a speed and power up, and it will increase the weak point effectiveness to all enemies you hit. And the bump combo, we've got the High Cross Stinger in the light element, and we got the lovely Chozetsu Blast as the second bump combo. I believe they said she has some utility in, what was it, 4? Castle 4? But, you know, sure, that would be great. Any more monsters to fill in that gap is always a good thing. Okay, sorry about that. Something died halfway through the recording. Where was I? But yeah, I think they were saying that she would be good for Castle 4. So, more monsters there, always a good thing. Anyways, that is it for Monster Strike news. Next news will be at the same time next week, so tune in back here to see what is coming up next. I guess following the Gundam collab is what we will be looking forward to. And of course, interesting to see is there anything coming about the fact that the collab is ending at midnight rather than noon, which I believe is usually the case. So we'll see if that means anything. Anyways, here are the next lucky monsters for the upcoming week. Hopefully you've picked up, you know, the Susumu and Labiko are both there. So if you, and of course the squid from last week is still going to be in the rotation. So if you've kept up with that, you should easily have 3 lucky monsters for the upcoming week. So always good to see. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe. ENG Monst on Twitter has all of these slides already up for you to take a look at. And of course, you can review them in the Discord channel as well. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.